Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for June 2026. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in June and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising, and Scorpio moon. All that being said, Scorpio, now onto your June 2026 psychic tarot reading. So the first card you have is the Sun. And this is a card that symbolizes joy, exuberance of happiness, childhood joy. It could be indicating love or a child being born to you. It can even indicate the spotlight being on you and success in the material world. Well, right away, my guides are like, Scorpio, you're bringing it to the table, whatever you're doing. Like if it's a business project, if it's a creative endeavor, if it's some important meeting, or whatever you're doing, even could be in a love relationship or a love connection, you are bringing it to the table. So that means you're going to be very present and very engaged and very involved and putting all your focus and energy into whatever this is. And you may even feel like I have to try harder. So it could be at your job. It could be in could be your love life, some area of your life. You may feel like you have to try harder. And I feel like my guides are saying you're watching people fall by the wayside. So this one getting fired, this one retiring, this one quitting, this one going into a new direction. But it depends on the scenario. Is this happening at work? Is it with your friendships? Is it in club groups or organizations? Is it within your family? I don't know. But these are all connected here, and you're seeing people falling by the wayside, which is sort of helping you in some ways as opening up a more clear path for you. You may feel really optimistic right now. It could feel to you in June like the future looks very bright. So you could feel optimistic about your future. Some of you could start seeing somebody new. There could be love on the horizon here. It could be happening in this month or at some point over the rest of this year. Because like I say in the beginning of the reading, timing is different for all of you in a general reading. You don't have the same birth chart. You're not born on the same day, same month, same year, same time. Some of you, this is your rising sign. Some of you, this is your sun or moon sign. So timing is definitely going to be different here, but some of you have new love coming in for you. It's either coming in now or on your horizon in this year. This would be a great time for you to demonstrate your skills, demonstrate your craft, demonstrate your knowledge. So it's good to advertise, promote yourself, show off a little bit. This is a good energy for Scorpios to do that. You may feel really open to taking things on, like taking on more projects, taking on more business, more work, more clients, more customers, maybe even like in friendship or socially. Maybe this is a good time for you to take more things on. Clients, customers, friends, love relationships, and even interests like hobbies, things you're interested in. Taking more things on It's like a good time for Scorpios in June to do that. So the next card in your reading, Scorpio, could be you. You have the King of Cups. This is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So this could be you, but it could be another water sign you're dealing with in June. You may really feel like you want to clean house and you want to make yourself more recognized and noticed. So cleaning house could be getting rid of friends that don't work for you anymore, love relationships that aren't working for you anymore. Could be literally cleaning your house, cleaning closets and cleaning out stuff. Um, but it also comes up like you wanting to get recognition, you wanting to get noticed. This would be a great time for Scorpios to ask for a raise, ask for a promotion, to make important speeches, teaching, lectures, advertising, presentations, communications, creating anything that would be like artistic or anything like that. It would be really good. This is a really good time for you. This could be a time where you really shine and you may feel like, ha ha ha, you underestimated me. So who do you feel like that? Is that how you feel at your boss? Like you underestimated me? Or is it at your significant other? Or is it with some kind of group or the public? You may feel like you're in on the inside joke. And the inside joke is people disregarded you or underestimated you or weren't listening or paying attention to you, but now they will be. Now you're going to show them. They're going to see. So if you felt overlooked or underappreciated, that could be starting to turn around for you in June. And it could continue on past June. Some of you may really feel like, I want a stable relationship and I want a stable environment. If you don't care about a love relationship, maybe it's just you want a stable environment. You want your living situation to feel stable. But for some of you, it could be a relationship and the environment in which you live. You want it to be stable. Some of you, it could be at work. Maybe you want stability. You're at work, you're looking for stability with work or business. If you're psychic, which many Scorpios understand that they are, you could make some really amazing predictions now. And even predicting about your own life and people you love and care about. I also see you figuring a way out of drama or problems. So if anything kicks up that's like dramatic, problematic, you're going to be good at bobbing and weaving, finding your way out through these problems. You're going to be good at that this month. So the next card in your reading, Scorpio, is is Temperance. Could get it off of the table. And Temperance is a card that symbolizes patience. Maybe you need to have patience, or maybe you will be having more patience naturally on your own. This could also indicate alchemy, where God is working through you in what you're doing, thinking, creating, and saying. You're going to be very methodical. I feel like certain things you're going to be working on or doing, it could be writing projects or just work that you have to do for work or something that maybe you're working on or creating at home. I get you being very methodical about what you're doing, like taking your time, having patience, and like following the directions or carefully putting something together. You could be doing something where you're temperature taking, like if you maybe on social media or somewhere else, you could be like taking a poll. Or if you own your own business or store, maybe you're going to have something there where people could fill out and you're like, let me know what you want to see me bring into the store new, or let me know what I can do uh, to improve the business. Or like, so some of you could be, and if it's not with uh, in a business that you own or a work that you're doing, it could also be within your family or a club group or organization that you belong to. Sorry, my dog Max flipped out. If dogs walk by, he has a conniption. He likes people, gets mad at dogs. Um, so you could be putting out like a poll. What do you want to see me make? What do you want to see me do? What offerings do you want to see me offer? Uh, but it could even be like within your family, like where do you want to go on vacation this summer or fall or winter? Or, you know, I'm thinking maybe we should move to a different town or a different location. Sorry, the incense is blowing at me. Um, and you may be asking your family that, like, what do you think if we move? Or what do you think if we go to a different place for vacation? So poll taking, temperature taking, uh, to see what people are in agreement on or what's the consensus, like you're doing that kind of activity. If there was any, this was harder to read, but I heard my guide say, if there's any legal matters or disputes that you're thinking of filing or having a legal letter written to somebody, you could be pondering that now. I'm not sure whether you're going to do it or not, because to me it looks like you're trying to figure out whether you are going to do it or not. But you could be thinking about it. There could be somebody that infringed on your rights. It could be a neighbor. It could be the town. It could be a store. It could be somebody that did something online. I don't know, but you could be pondering taking some kind of legal action. I don't know that you'll do it. You're thinking about it.
Hi, friends of the Lucky Mermaid. I'm reaching out with an important update regarding Vimeo On Demand. Vimeo has announced they are phasing out this service, and there are some specific dates you need to be aware of. As of June 23rd, 2026, I can no longer upload new titles. Starting July 23rd, new purchases or subscriptions will no longer be possible. Finally, by September 21st, all Vimeo on-demand listings will be removed. If you have purchased content on Vimeo, please download those videos and save them to your own computer before September 21st to ensure you always have access to them. I want to make sure you can still find my work, so I have already moved all my videos to Patreon Shop. You do not need to be a paid member to access them. You simply need to create a free account and you can purchase and save them to your library. I am currently looking into a new platform for future content and will share that with you as soon as I have an update. Thank you so much for your support and sticking with me through this transition.
I just want to jump in here and let you know about the new videos I've recorded for my Vimeo On Demand videos, which are also available on my Patreon shop. My mid-year Psychic Tarot updates for 2026 for each sign of the zodiac are now available. Can you believe we're at the middle of the year of 2026? In these videos, you may want to get your sun sign and your rising sign, but I suggest going by what normally resonates with you on my YouTube and Rumble readings. In these mid-year Psychic Tarot updates, I did the center of the 10-card Celtic cross. So it's the very center of the cross. The another video series I have available is brand new, never recorded them before, my course correction, psychic tarot, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. These were inspired by people's liking and wanting to know cautions and warnings that I give in my psychic crystal readings for the new moons, full moons, and eclipses. So in these videos, the tarot cards in the reading are going to focus on cautions and warnings for you. And the oracle cards are going to give you solutions and advice. And these readings go for 1 year time period from May of 2026 through May of 2027. Also, if you haven't checked them out yet, you might want to get my financial psychic tarot readings for 2026. We're only halfway through the year, so if you haven't listened to them yet and heard and seen what my guides had to say for the financial aspect of your sign, you may want to check those videos out. And my psychic crystal readings for June of 2026 are also available. These are a continuation of the psychic tarot readings I'm doing right here, right now. And I look in the crystal and give you messages and predictions from my spirit guides for the month of June. These links are down below in the description box in the show more section. And eventually the links get put on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. I truly appreciate all of your purchases because without that, I would not be able to keep this channel going. So thank you so very much for that. So now on to card number 4, Scorpio, you have the 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes feeling depressed. It could indicate emotional bankruptcy, financial bankruptcy. It could also be money could be available, but you're not seeing it or recognizing that it is. There could be some kind of forms or something that you feel like you have to do over again. It could be like maybe you filed for an extension on your income tax and now you're like, okay, I got to go back to that and do it. Or maybe you filed something and it was incorrect and now you have to do it over again. This could also be something in your, like, something that you were working on either for at work or your business or something in your home that you already did it. You already made it. You already filled it out, mailed it in, put the stamp on it, paid the bill, or completed a project or thought it was completed. And now you say, oh no, there was a mistake, there was an error, and now I have to do it all over again. Some of you could have that experience. You may be forced to take money out of savings, a credit union, an IRA. If you're finding things are too expensive and you have any savings, you may be having to dip into those savings or like cashing in a CD or selling off a stock or crypto or something. So you may have something that is of value somewhere. Any one of those things I mentioned, and there's probably some I didn't, that you have financial holdings or something of intrinsic value that could be sold that you need to liquidate it or, dip into it because of expenses, bills, trying to pay down debts. If you had any issue with a community, probably online, and you were forced to shut it down, could even be a channel on this platform because that's happening to people. Shockingly, I'm surprised that some of the people I'm hearing this happen to. You may have to start a whole new channel or a whole new platform. And you're like, oh my gosh, I got to do this all over again. That's the feeling I've got here. But some of you, it could be to do with filing income tax or something to do with some kind of contracts or bills that needed to be paid or something that was done incorrectly. You may have to redo it. But some of you are dipping into savings or in some form or another that I already mentioned. And it's because you have debts and bills you need to pay or things you want to pay off. So the last card of your reading is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor. The planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. This could indicate a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. Sometimes it could be the ups and downs of karma. Something that you wanted to succeed, you succeed, or something you wanted to go through goes through for you. If you're trying to start up something, I see you advertising or making big proclamations or something, and people are going to join in or jump on board. So it's going to be a really good time for you to start any kind of channel, business, promotions, advertising, any of that. That came up earlier in your reading. It's coming up here again. You could get asked to help somebody that may be famous or noteworthy or a public figure, or noteworthy for something else. Doesn't have to be a public figure. And if you help them, you're going to get more clients, more customers, more business, more activity, more popularity, more recognition, more things coming to you. So be on the lookout between now and maybe the end of August or the end of September. In that window, from June, we'll say, to the end of September, but really strongly between June and the end of August, that be on the lookout for somebody that is noteworthy. It could even be a boss. Maybe you work for a company and there's like big, mahuffs up there, big bosses. It could be the big boss, the big CEO, the owner of the company, if you work for a company like that, could ask you to do something specific for them. And it could be like a big opening for other things to come in that would fall into place for you and be lucky. And even if you're like, okay, they asked me to do something and it may seem like something drab or not interesting, it's still somehow going to lead to something else for Scorpios, even if it doesn't look like it. You need to watch how you spend your money now, being selective of what you purchase is in the air here. You could get embedded or entrenched in some kind of program that could be very beneficial to you. So it could be a program that's offered by, the company or business you work for. It could be something that's offered to you by the state or province or country that you live in. And it's you could get entrenched in it and it could really work out well for you. So it could be a program of like financial aid, financial assistance, debt relief. I don't know. I don't know what the program is, but it's like you could sign up or you could get embedded in it. And whatever the program is, it could turn out to be helpful to you, beneficial to you, and helpful to you. So as you see, this background is different. I am not at my normal location, and unfortunately, I forgot to bring my little bag of gemstone crystals. So when I get back to home, I will record the crystal for your sign for this month of June. So that my son Daniel is going to add right here.
And the best gemstone crystal that I got for you to work with, use, and wear, Scorpio, in the month of June is amethyst. And amethyst helps with addictions. It enhances the immune system, it improves the endocrine system, and it also improves skin appearance. Amethyst is good for promoting good digestive health and reducing headaches and regulating hormones. Amethyst also increases spiritual awareness and psychic abilities and positive transformation. It also relieves stress and enhances memory. If there are certain projects or plans or things that are coming along and you need to get on board with them, this is going to be a good motivating stone for you to wear. So maybe projects come up at work or in your family or in your business that you own, and you need to get some kind of motivation. Wear amethyst. If you're like, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing it, carry or wear amethyst, and it will help you get motivated. It's also going to help you see the big picture and to see things clearly in June. So if you're wearing this stone or maybe even meditating with it on your third eye chakra, like when you're resting, and then you get up and go about your day or whatever, you are going to be able to see people and situations extremely clearly if you're carrying or wearing amethyst. It's going to also help you stick to diets, exercise programs. So if you're trying to lose weight or build up your physical physique and strength, wear amethyst. Get one of those beaded bracelets, because look at all those amethyst stones you'd have around your wrist. And, if you're walking or working out or whatever, it's going to help you be energized and be motivated to do that. If you have problems with menstrual cramps or endometriosis or cramps of any kind, maybe even leg cramps, because I'm hearing cramps, it will help relax your body, relax and reduce cramping. So I hope this video was of help to you, and I hope it made sense.
As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you for your likes and shares and subscribing and hyping my videos. I do truly appreciate all of that. It does really help the channel grow. The algorithms is a very confusing thing. So all of that really helps and goes a long way to supporting this channel. So I do truly appreciate it. And if you're interested in getting any of the special videos I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. So I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful and amazing month of June, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.